Hello everyone, how we doing? We're back. Horizon Zero Dawn, we're continuing with the DLC. We got the Frozen Wilds now. We're headed there, we're on our way up to where this mission begins. And we'll see what happens. I picked up some stuff with a merchant just to get restocked after the last main story battle. We're good to go there.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future, or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
It's kind of interesting that there's that conversation going on because you've already finished the main story, but after the main story's over, it sends you back to the second to last mission. So in order for you to keep going, it's basically as if you didn't finish the game. Which almost makes me think, oh, maybe I should have did all this before, but in reality, when the game was, first released, you had we got our first enemy.
New predator. Can see the heat coming off it.
What's a demonic scorcher? Let me scan again. This one doesn't like ice. All right. Well, what we'll do there then is switch out. I wish you could kind of have them as a secondary and then switch them out. It'd be a lot easier, but it's all right. It doesn't take that long to switch them. Now, I have not restocked this stuff, so let's do that. That one's good. But yeah, but when the game was first released, obviously the DLC didn't come out till afterwards. So it's just kind of weird that they have that conversation with Aloy and Silence. But just the way it is. You know what's interesting though? Like, why is this thing already damaged? Whoops.
Get out of this.
Wow. Okay. That thing got really far. All right, I gotta get to a different spot because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna fall off the cliff. Typical me. He just keeps coming. Trying to get that hit in. It's got that, like, throws flame too. Oh, this not a good spot to be in. At all. Can't get up. Come on. Man, this thing ain't no joke. This is like the worst spot to fight. I didn't even get anywhere near it. You can't really stand. It's kind of weird because you can't just stand and fight it. Because it's just or what I mean is you can't take your spear. I was too late on that one. You can't take your spear and shoot him because he's constantly coming at you. Well, we got it down again. Get over there. Man, that thing is no joke. Demonic Scorcher. 40 on the fire cell. Or fire coil. He's got some more blaze out of that. Definitely was running low earlier. Is there anything back here by chance? I don't think so. Oh yeah, there is. Get a little something, something. Oh, this had a lot in it.
Full already.
It's the shock traps. I've got way too many of those. I'm maxed out and I haven't used them. I mean, that is something I probably could have used on this thing, was if I'd have had enough time to set down some like proximity traps or something. Alright, let's heal up.
Save these for the trail.
I will say though, this suit does a decent amount of good because it keeps you from using all your health. So even though you can't modify it any more than what it already comes just default, it's not bad. So I'm going to hang on to it for now and we'll see what happens. If we get anything better, then I might check it out. We got mods definitely to use. Explore the cut. It's weird. So you go up in here, and then there's all these blue lights, which I don't think I've seen those anywhere else other than up here.
On the mountain.
What?
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
I don't think y'all want to start something. Oh, there we go. It's official. Banuk.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Yeah, we way up in the cut.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
That's crazy. It's a pretty good view up here, though. Investigate the source. We're nowhere near that thing.
We haven't lost this many hunters since the war with the Carja.
Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now?
Wonder if there's any merchants up here. They probably would have something different than what we've seen up to this part or point. We've got...
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
That's where we need to go. There's stuff all back in here.
I'd have to ditch something.
That's alright, we're full on potion, no issues there.
You died on Thunder's drum. Your songs will not be forgotten.
That goes all the way up in there. Might as well just go look around while we're here and before we get into an actual mission, and who knows when we'll get to come back. Although we may end up going this way too, who knows? It's crazy, there's all this. Got a big old tree house up here. What's going on? Supply crate. That's a nice supply crate. Definitely worth coming. Jeez. Go all the way up there. Yeah, I don't know what would even be in there. I think I'm going to wait on that. We'll just drop back down. Go ahead to the main gate over there.
Got one.
I do not think that our hunter's blood is on Aratek's hands. He led them to a great challenge. That is all.
How long will Araya stay in retreat, out in the wilds?
I'm gonna have to find out what that stuff is.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead, but not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky, and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the demon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Oratok!
We are Banuk. Our enemies. Our prey.
A daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Oseram, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Oseram vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Oratok, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Oh, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Oratok and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Barja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if
Survive and
Armitage can
prevail.
tell me more about Araya or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
You'll know you.
Alright, let's see where we're going here. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. Why is that one blue? Well, we'll go put stuff on the board. I don't know what all... Look at that. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have like this whole new map area up here for this DLC.
Come to the frost figures when you see the frozen.
Now let's go back this way and see what all we can open up.
No one hunts like the Banuk.
Curious to see who this blue merchant is.
Silenced by rising waters.
What do they got? Oh, look at this thing. You need blue gleam, which I don't have any of that. Power shot bow. I think the handling might be... No, I think it's the same. But it says you can charge up more powerful shots on that one, that one, that one. Yeah, obviously we don't have anything we can actually get outfit-wise. 10 desert glass. No, I've sold like every single one of those I've ever had. Slow health recovery. I don't think that's better than what I have, though. Maybe that might not be bad just because the fire protection on it's pretty good. That one's just stealth. Let's get the sampler. They have all these different Banuk boxes. All right, we'll hang on to what we got. Once we get some blue gleam stuff, we'll...
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Aloy, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. my life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Carja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Has to do something about those bandits.
Waterlogged.
No more music. The flood saw to that.
I never relished.
All right, well, we'll have probably a few side quests then. Yeah, we already checked with them. We haven't seen anything with them, though. I doubt it's going to be a whole lot different, but maybe the blue one is the new stuff, and the white ones are just kind of all the other ones. All right, let's go to that quest there to get that one on the map. And I think we'll just do whatever one is closest and figure that out. I may still start with the main mission for this DLC, but let's see, where'd this one go?
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Oh, it's over here.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear, I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Well, we got another, or a new errand. Not really another one. We've completed all the ones we had prior. What is this stuff? Looks like a chemical pit. It's not going to tell us what it is.
Who took my bowl of red dye? I know someone must have it. Come on.
Got some red number 40. Let's get whatever this is. Oh, eco shell. I'll take that. The Shaman's Path, that's the main part of the DLC, but I don't... There was an optional thing, but I think because I came down here that disappeared. I don't know if I can even do it now. Oh, no, it popped back up. Let's do that, because that was right here.
The white teeth were the only work I wished to be part of.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Carja seek war again.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banuk to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Carja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
I'm gonna go up here. I just want to see what's up here. Just this. Nothing too fancy. All right, rest of the mission is going to be that way. I'm going to see if I can we get down here? Just kind of work our way around. There we go. Let's take a shortcut. I'm going to look and see the other quests. I would assume are not really that close. Yeah, that one's up there. That's even after we get to the main mission. Oh yeah. Those are way out of the way. All right, we'll keep on keeping on.
Good.
Oh, we got new
I can use
animals.
this.
That one's probably somewhat out of range. Oh, we got chargers. Didn't even know that was over there. If he comes over here, I'll get it. That way we can ride it.
Safe. For a few minutes, anyway.
All right. Now we got to ride.
That must be Naltuk looking out at that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal.
Is that thing?
Naltuk? Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Aurea.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines?
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Ourea went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need?
There's but one voice Ourea wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Ourea.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is. Interesting.
Control tower.
Maybe I could override it.
That one... Yeah, I don't think you can. Although... It's blue, so maybe we can. This one's red. We need a different... What are those things called? Cauldron. That's what it was.
Shield's overloaded. I can kill the machines. But what about the tower?
Oh, that thing shuts off my shield?
Or override it.
Huh. Well, it did, but it didn't technically. Alright, so we need to get in there is the big thing. The problem with those...
Need to override the tower. Take control.
Oh, it's the same thing. I can get close. I just gotta wait for this thing to get out of the way. I don't think there's anything else to mess with us. It's just that one. Nope, there is one over there too. Destroy or override. We got two over there. 3 over there. I think those are just the stalkers though. Oh, scrappers. I always forget. I always mix the name of the two up. I guess the question is, so I can do a silent strike, but will it kill it the way it did on the other ones? That's the question. Alright, let me see if we can get it. Alright. Did take it down. Oh, that one saw me.
Use the pulses for myself.
Just want to make sure it doesn't come this way before I start this override. Because if it does, we're good. Okay.
Okay then, let's see if this thing can work for me.
Oh, okay. Now we just got to kill the machines. It didn't really last very long. It's like, honestly, if that's all it was going to do, well, it did shut it down, but it didn't keep them in the positive for very long.
Okay, no more sneaking.
Yeah, these things take forever to kill.
So the tower helps nearby machines, but it can be overridden.
The only good thing is, you know, I want to go grab this so you can at least override that, but the only benefit I think to overriding is it temporarily disables them, but it does completely get rid of the reduction on your suit.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
He just took off running. The only bad thing is we've got no fast travel points up all through this area because it's brand new. At least we can do some exploring. So that must be all the blue gleam. Oh wait, we got something. Check it out. Something for the notebook. It's like an old abandoned building. I want to check and see what else do we have. What's this? Oh, we're already to that. All right, since that's there, let's just go ahead and get it done. No point in waiting around. All right, I'm just gonna take charger over there. That way we don't have to come back for it. Oh wait, what are these? So everything's demonic now. So that's what it seems like. So in order to get to that, we gotta get...
This must be the ruined Aloy.
Oh, it's dead in the middle.
Deep in. Flooded too, like she said. Snap moss. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough.
Those are fire. So my bad thing is I'm gonna have to switch back because we need... We got those on the fire, but not so much all the...
Need to start.
Oh, I just jumped right into that one. My guy gonna help me out here? Ah, tried to let go.
It's off.
Got at least two more? I will say, it kind of stinks that you can't override these since you technically had the skill, but these are a different version. This thing, I don't know what it hit me with exactly, but Got a tear coil in there.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
We've already... It's funny that she says that, because guess what? They're going to be looking for you no matter what. Okay, I didn't think he was coming that close. Oh, I thought those trees would give me some protection, not so much. Alright, can we get the... There we go. I don't think my ride survived. It didn't. I'm sorry, guy. Why is it sending us back up here? I guess... I don't know. Follow the river upstream. So that means... It's interesting.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above. Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the din? Looks like a control center. Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news.
Alright, so okay, like how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last actual people to ever see this place. Yeah. Hence, you know, song.
Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? I should be able to shut this place down from here. Someone made a mess of this. If I had the right parts, I'll bet I could get it working again.
Got a bunch of these. Looks like we're missing one.
Check the area with my focus, maybe. Hard to see anything, but this room looks like it's packed with old stuff. Might be something useful.
Yeah, if you can get in there.
Another holographic interface. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try the lock positions. Helpful.
Yeah, but I can't do them yet. Can we go around? Doesn't look good.
Someone's been through here. Not that long ago either.
I've become trapped somehow! I'll buy the forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here. His blasted door! Oh!
Are you all right?
Well, you don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold. But nope, nope. Not old Gildan.
You're welcome. Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood a little. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, and seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.